afternoon, folks, and welcome to a new vlog and to a very special one. So, this is not a regular lifestyle vlog or a fashion vlog or a whatever this week or even a routine vlog. This is one of my favorites, that is a DIY vlog. I have not done this for a very long time. If you remember, I have shown you how I have DIY'd and fixed my walls over here, and I fixed some furniture and painted the furniture in my house. And this year I thought it's a good start. And to be very honest, I wanted to do this last year also, but I was not sure. So as you know that I love to have a cottage vibe in my house, and that's why if you see all the furniture, it's most of it is thrifted. That one is thrifted, this one is thrifted. This is only like newly created furniture in my house. And I also wanted to have a brick wall because I feel that a cottage house, and specifically a cottage style kitchen, is incomplete without two things: one, hanging pans, and number two, a brick wall. And the hanging pan is already something I have done a long time back on my kitchen, but the brick wall was missing and I really wanted to do it. And I got super inspired by these photos that I'm popping over here, and I felt like I wanted a brick wall. I've been meaning to change this for a long time. But then on second thoughts, I felt like when I saw these photographs, I felt like if I make a brick wall over here and hang the pans, it looks very busy. Plus, if you see, my house is kind of small, and this section is demarcated by this huge column kind of structure here. Actually, this is a duct area which falls inside my house. And if I put the brick wall over here, paint the brick wall over here, it will kind of create confusion, because if you see, there are tiles over here, and then there is plain wall which is textured. I'll show you up close. Can you see this? The wall is very textured because I did it with this brush, like I did lappy work, using a brush like so. So it's very textured. And then there are smooth tiles. And now, if I change this one to a brick wall, it will create a lot of confusion in this section with three different textures. But I still wanted to have a brick wall. So yesterday when I was doing the lappy work, so I do touch up of lappy using this one. This is Super Coat. I get it from a local store here. So it's a super microfine whitening, genuine quality, whatever. Um, so it's like a beige colored lappy, and I do it using this brush. So it gives a textured finish. Anyway, so when I was doing that, I just got a brainwave while fixing this one, that why don't I use this wall as the brick wall, because this is the first wall that everybody sees when they come in the house. And also it will become like a good demarcation between this zone and this zone. So I think I have made up my mind, and that's why I bought some supplies. So I bought these sponges. I had seen a video on how to create this wall, and in that the guy was using sponge. And then I, for the color, because the brick has a rusty color, and I was like, rather than making a rusty color, let me get something that is already having that kind of color. And I realized that recently when my grill got painted, they had used lead oxide. I don't know whether it is good to use lead oxide on the wall or not, but it's more or less like the rust color that I need. So let's see if this works. If not, then I'll have to find a way. And then he had said that to give it like a natural look, you should use some white and some black also in it. So I do have black and white bigger paints, but I didn't want to spoil that. So I bought just 100 ml of black and white paint, to just add that texture to it. Where does it say this is black? Yeah, black and white paints. This is Asian paints. I mostly use Asian paints. And for creating the design, I have got these masking tapes, though this tape is a little broader than what I want. But let's see how it goes. Anyway, so that's the story. And that's the background of what I'm going to do today. Sorry, I had to stop the recording because of a lot of background noise. Anyway, I'm going to change into my painting gear and then get back to you. All right, I'm ready in my painting gear. This is a very old like combo that I have that I always use for any kind of DIY, like getting dirty project. All right, so let's do something productive on this Sunday. And first thing first, we'll have to clear up the space, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, so the space is cleared out. As you can see, this wall is the perfect location to try and experiment my brick wall. So the first step is to mask everything since there are two switchboards here, there, up there. So I'm going to first mask all of that and then we will do the rest. Okay, I'm done taping the surfaces. But now I need to decide where to start from. Earlier, I thought I'll start from top to bottom, but then I felt like this section, I cannot remove this because it's very tightly screwed in. So I'll have to start somewhere around here and go up. So since this is exactly the size of the tape, I think I can use this as the demarcating line and make the first line of bricks over here. So I just want to take the measure. This is around 6.5 or so centimeters. I think the size of the brick has to be at least 7 centimeters. So I think I can take 7 centimeters, and then for this area I can just squeeze it in. So from here I'm going to start 7 centimeter linings, and then I'll make it all over. I'll put the tape. The tape is basically around 2 centimeters, almost 1.8 or 9. So I think that will become the size of the gap between the bricks. Let's hope it doesn't look too big. I don't want too big or too small. So let's start. I'm not sure if you're able to see anything because the color of the tape and of the wall is pretty much the same, so it's getting camouflaged. But I'm gonna do this 7 centimeter brick and then the tape uh, again and again until I reach down, and then vertical taping, and then we'll start with the brick. I just hope when the tape comes off, I think you can see the tape now. It doesn't take the lappy off with it. But even if it does, I'll fix it. It's fine. Let's get on with it. Alright, so the horizontal taping is done. It took me nearly an hour to do this. And I've also cut the sponge to size. So this is cut 7 centimeters this way, and like length is around 12.5 centimeters, which should be fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it like so in between, and then figure out where to put the horizontal tapes so that I can make. I would have preferred if the sponge was a little longer. Maybe I can make it a little longer by connecting it with the other sponge. Okay, yeah, and make it a little longer because I think this brick size will be too small. Maybe I can take a little longer size. So this is around 5 inches. I can make it 6 inches by cutting this much of this sponge. Okay, this size seems to be okay for me. And now it can go like so. This is perfect. I'm just gonna let it dry. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have something to eat. And then I will do the horizontal taping. Alright, I don't know if you're able to see, but I have managed to make the brick pattern over here with the tape. It took me nearly 3 hours to just do this much. I still have to do on the top, so I'll finish that and then we can start the coloring. All right, guys, I'm done well taping and designing it into a brick. Now comes the main part. I'm gonna open these paint cans. Mhm. I think I should wear my mask. Okay, where is my mask? I'm wearing my mask because I'm very allergic to paint smells. Ooh, look at this color, guys. It's perfect for brick color. And then I'm gonna open up this one. This is black. And then this one. Alright, this is white. Not sure why it is pinkish, but just so I'm just gonna drip a little bit of white over here. This is something I'm doing for the first time. Okay, this brush is very hard. And then I'm gonna drip some black on this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. And then I'm gonna keep some of this lead oxide here. Now, what the person from whom I've learned said that you just have to dip the sponge in the lead oxide first, and then what you need to do is, now it doesn't, because it's a brick, it doesn't need to be perfect. What you need to do is you can add some white in between, like you just spread it out like that. I don't know if it will take the color. And in some places you can add a touch of black, that just so that it gives the natural brick like look and feel. It's not like hard brown. I'm just going to do a tester here somewhere. Let's see how it goes. at that. Can you see that, guys? It does look like a brick. WTF? Okay, let's try again. I am on cloud nine already. Okay, we're gonna put some white stain here and then some black here and there. I'm trying to make it look as natural as possible, but it can't drip. My goodness, it's dripping. Okay, I have to be sure not to make it drip. So I'm trying to keep it like this kind of. Okay. Wow, I love it. And since this is sponging, you can just, sponge again wherever it didn't stick well. It's still dripping a little bit with, um, I want to avoid the drip somehow. Let me just try to taking another bit. Oh, that comes really well. I am loving it, guys. This is so good. And for the last one, I have this last section. I have this small one, which also I'm going to use. Um, come on. Yes. I think I need. Look at that, guys. I know it looks like a mess of blocks, but hopefully once the tape will come off, it will look like a brick structure. I'm able to get the shades also, black and white and brown, so hopefully it will turn out nice. Wish me luck. There you go, the upper part is done. Now the lower part, and then we'll be ready. Alright friends, I'm done with the whole wall. Honestly, I couldn't do a great job of the bottom section. You're not able to perceive it, but it's more brownish than the upper section because it's the how do you say, lapis peeling off very badly. So I'm gonna let it dry, and then hopefully it will turn out nicely. Anyway, that section is not going to be very visible because of the table that's gonna come against it. So try to at least cover up the borders properly. The central area is going to leak a lot, but look at my condition, my hands, and look at the mess over here. I accidentally spilled the black color over here, and you can see the peel off, but overall it seems to be pretty okay to me. I mean, once I peel off the tape, I'll come to know what it looks like, and I'll show you. Alright guys, it's been an hour or so since this has been drying, and now I'm eager to remove the strips. Let's see what it looks like. The moment of truth. Wish me luck. vertical tapes are off. So far, so good. So far, so good, guys. As you can see, the color at the base is kind of not that great because it's peeling off, but I think it's fine. It's gonna go behind the table. So now let's remove the horizontal tapes. Okay, guys, look at that. It's looking fab. Of course, there have been peel offs, but let me show you. Ta-da! Look at this, guys. I'm so happy. Yeah, look and see how it has peeled off over here, but that's okay. It looks even more natural with that peel off, I feel. And because this one looks kind of artificially done, that one looks even more natural with the peel off. So I'm loving it. Anyway, it's going to go behind the table. So look at the finished product, guys. I'm so happy and so proud of myself. Let me tap on my shoulder. Look at that. Let me set it up for you and then show you what it looks like. Okay, folks, I'm out of my painting gear and back in my regular clothes. And look at that. Doesn't this look gorgeous? I'm so happy. You know what? I think I'm going to be encouraged to film in my kitchen a lot more now. Look at this. And you know what? It had in the video, the guy who was showing how to do this, he had said you should make some borders also with black and white color to give a 3D effect from the side in the direction of the light source. But I felt like it's not required. It's looking as good as it can look, just like that. And I'm so loving it. My goodness. I have a feeling that this wall will become lighter, or maybe look lighter with the daylight, during daylight, is because this is the lights of the room. I think it will look a lot lighter and it will grow a little lighter. Right now it's looking like chocolate brown. Eventually it will become maybe light brown. Anyway, I think I am babbling out of excitement now. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. And cost wise, guys, this was so economic. You know how much it cost me? It just cost me the red oxide, the one that I used as the rust color here. This box, this is 500 ml. And these two, sorry, these two small, like, tins of white and black color. And those two sponges that I had bought. That's it. Masking tape I already had from long time ago, and one or two like old brushes that had hardened that I used to just dip the color on top of the sponge, the white and black color on top of the color sponge. That's about it. And the total cost is, even if I count the cost of the brushes, like 40 rupees and 330 for the colors and the sponge, it's 370 rupees. And of course 6 hours of time to do this. But imagine if I would have called somebody, some painter, to do this work. Just think how much that person would have charged me. I think they would charge me nothing less than 5 to 6,000 rupees for this work, or maybe more, who knows. So I'm so happy and so proud of myself that I saved so much money. I did some DIY, learned some new art, and of course I'm gonna shop now with the rest of the money. Okay, I'm babbling again. I'm very hungry. But first, it's 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna take a small walk and come back. And then I will have something for dinner. Oh, it's my cheat day, so I can order something. Alright, I'll order something and go out for a walk by the time food arrives. Alright, then, see you. Bye bye.